switching gears now. Their business has been around for 20 years. And Randall, they're going strong.
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 Dylan Evans and Brittany Catterjohn are here from Complete Comfort. Thank you for being here, guys.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Okay, we've been getting off real easy with this winter. But anytime it could turn.
Yeah,
and
and
really
you know
cold.
it will. It's Indiana.
It's going to happen.
Gonna happen.
It's just a matter
right?
of when.
So let's start with you. For what do we need to know when it comes to the winter season and prepping? Because how many times do you see people like, well, my pipes burst because I didn't blow. They don't take the preventative maintenance.
Right.
That first cold day of the year is always a crazy one, especially when it comes to pipes bursting.
Yeah.
So there are several preventative steps that you guys can take to make sure that you don't have to call us because your living room is full of water or your basement's full of water. We brought a couple props with us today to kind of show you what we're talking about.
Okay.
Most people in their home, they either have copper pipes or they have PEX pipes.
Okay.
One of the things that you can do is you can insulate those pipes using this material to help keep the temperature higher than freezing. Last thing you want is to come home and your home has no water due to those pipes freezing and bursting.
Right.
So it's usually not a very cheap repair either, unfortunately. So another step that you could take is your hose bibs outside. You can actually disconnect all water hoses from them. The water that sits in that hose can actually freeze and then create back pressure that whenever the seasons change can cause these to burst, and then you have water leaking out the side of your house as opposed to in it. You want neither, but it is something that is very, very preventable.
Yeah.
And then another step that you could take, you actually have a shutoff in your house that will prevent water from even making it to this hose bib. So if you find that shutoff and turn it off, you're most likely going to prevent any potential water issue.
Okay. And being proactive in these scenarios is way better than on the back end, right?
Yeah, reacting,
Yes.
right?
Proactive versus reactive is what we like to say.
It's so important. Here at Complete Comfort, we're really dedicated to making sure our friends and neighbors here in Central Indiana feel empowered to do the things that they can do on their own, that they don't necessarily need a licensed professional to come out and do. And so we're always happy, our door's always open to answer questions if people want to call related to plumbing and HVAC.
Well, that's always good to know because, DIY is a big thing right now.
Yes.
Randall, not everything should be DIY. So it's like, when do you know when to call on the pros?
Well, the good news is you can call us and find out, for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
That's what we need to do.
What do you feel like are some of the most common mistakes that people make in the winter months?
Mainly the hoses. So leaving those hoses connected to your outdoor hose bib, those resting with water in them like that can cause severe issues. And it is one of the most common calls that we get whenever the seasons change, or like Indiana, we get that first 32-degree day. Hopefully before January.
No kidding. Because you know it's coming. I mean, it just comes in so quickly.
It's only a matter of time.
Any other tips or advice? I know that we've got some tips on the screen here.
Yes.
You want to run through these real quickly?
Yeah, no problem. So insulating those exposed pipes in your home with this insulation will definitely help prevent the freezing like we spoke about. Updating those old water spigots. The seals on them wear out over time, so the newer the better on them. Keeping the garage door closed because a lot of people have water heaters that sit in their garage, and unfortunately the constant going in and out can cause those pipes to get colder than they should if they're not insulated. When the temperature outside drops, keeping the faucets on a
I've heard of that one,
Yes.
Just a slight
just a very small drip, just that little bit of moving water will prevent them from freezing inside your home.
And you want to make sure that's a cold drip, not a hot drip, because that comes from your hot water heater instead of from the cold line.
Interesting. Winterize unused areas, seal exterior cracks. So just a few things we can do.
All the things that I don't do.
Save you some money. Because that's the last thing people want this holiday season is, oh, no, I got this
Keep
bill.
that outside air outside. So
there you go.
But if you do get in the jam, call these folks.
Call these guys.
All right.
Call these guys.
No